Well, I think as a family, Camilla's father and Camilla and myself, to make this journey to honour my father, who was a Gallipoli veteran, is going to be something very, very special, and also being the centenary year. I just don't know how we're going to feel when we get there. I mean, I think it's going to be overwhelming, actually.
But I think all wonderful. Our senses are going to be heightened. Yes. I think, you know, we're travelling with such pride and such honour, and to be able to be on the sands where he was, and to be able to really honour his bravery and his courage and his fearlessness. And you know, Mum and I were talking before, you know, like these boys were 19, you know. We have no idea of the terror they went through. We have no idea of the pain that they felt and their experiences, and this is going to be as close as we can get to it.
I don't think they even knew. They didn't even realise what they were heading into.
I'm definitely going to be taking this. This is my favourite piece of jewellery, and I feel like I'm connected to Grandma and Granddad by wearing it. So it's got a lot of Grandma's jewellery melted into it,
and her grandfather's fob chain, that's melted into it. So it's
and I've worn it. Mum wore it when she was a young girl. Grandma wore it. So it's getting passed on from generation to generation. So it's very sentimental to me. It sort of bookends both. So I arrive, and our department store over there is called Vaco. So we're doing a trunk show and parade with them in Istanbul at their beautiful department store. It's stunning. And then we're shooting the next campaign. So we're shooting at the thermal pools in Turkey, which is I think about just outside Istanbul, about an hour's flight.
Pamukkale.
Yeah, and they're just incredible. It's like turquoise water and it must be salt. Yeah, so you've got the white against the turquoise, and then with my prints, it's going to be an epic shoot. So we're shooting swimwear and cover-ups, and then we're also shooting the resort collection. So it's a 2-day shoot. Then I go back to Istanbul. We do a photo edit. So I'm going with Mark Vassallo and my little marketing genius Lucy, and we do the photo edit, and then we do a walk through the back streets of Turkey to tell the story video. And then I'm off to Africa, and then I arrive to Africa with my design assistant. She flies over, and we do Africa for 3 weeks for the next inspiration. So we're going to Kenya, Marrakesh, down to Cape Town, and Namibia, I think. The itinerary hasn't been locked in, but it's a trip that I've been wanting to do for a long time. So, but it's just great that we're able to do the family part as well, which is going to be the most important part for us.
It's going to be very special.
Yeah. Well, I think we can learn that fearlessness, courage, honour, and the other thing I think we've learned is that war veterans need support when they come out. You know, like in today's society, it's very much there's a rehabilitation program, especially for post-traumatic stress disorder and everything like that. But that wasn't around for Granddad. No. You know, they just sort of
got on with it.
Got on with it. So I think it's about really, there's strength. I've learned a lot about my grandpa's strength since we've, we're making this pilgrimage to Turkey.
And also, you know, for his parents, you know, Dad going over there in such wonderful shape and coming back this sort of skeleton of a man, and then losing another son. And
the domino effect that has on a family unit, you know.
But they had that stiff upper lip, and you just got on with it. And I mean, but what they must have been feeling inside was shocking.
Mum was saying that your dad never really spoke about his pain. He never really spoke about the experiences. But that for me sort of says that it was too painful to talk about.
But he used to say some funny things, you know, and he said, I climbed the pyramids and got into trouble, and also he said, when he was shot and lying there was a Turkish soldier lying next to him, and he said, "He took my chocolate." He took my chocolate. And so...
But I think he dealt with his pain through humour.
Yes.
You told me a few stories.
Yes, he did. And, you know, on both sides there was so much tragedy.